Hello and welcome. My name is Darren Foster from inthetreeshealing.com, and this meditative session deals with releasing fears. And as with most, if not all, guided meditations, visualization is key. There are two types of visualization that can be taught, active and passive. Active visualization means that you will be taking part in the visualization process and carrying out spiritually physical acts. Passive visualization is detached viewing, where you will only be creating and viewing the scene that you visualize. You will not be actively taking part in carrying out physical acts, but will be transported to a scene where you will watch and view and gain further insights. And sometimes you will experience physical pulling and energy when you are actively visualizing. This is the case in the exercise you're about to do. So find a quiet place to sit. Ensure you are wearing loose-fitting clothes, that you will not be disturbed for a period of time. And though you can normally do a meditation in a short space in time, this exercise will be predominantly longer so that you can really feel the difference in your energy. Ask yourself to be surrounded by the white light. And see this white light encircling you in a ball and creating a protective field around you. Now take a deep breath. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on your in-breath and the same on your out-breath. Ensure you do not force your breath. Everyone has a unique lung capacity, and one person may only count to 4 or another may only count a great deal more. The point is that you should be taking these breaths and asking yourself to relax every time you breathe out. Now see yourself standing in a room that is dimly lit by several candles that offer a warm, comforting glow. In the front of you is a large oak door. Notice how solid the door feels, and see a large brass handle on the door. Turn the handle and open the door. Then walk through and ensure that the door is closed behind you. Stand for a while and look around you, and then turn around and ensure the door is closed behind you. Walk forward and note that you are in a beautiful mountainous area. There are trees surrounding you and plants of all shapes and sizes, and you can hear the birds sing and observe that the flowers in the garden are some of the most spectacular colors you can see. And look beyond and see that a path is leading to the beginning of a majestic mountain. There is a spirit animal waiting for you to accompany you on your journey. The animal can be anything you wish, or the first thing you see subjectively. Notice that your spirit animal friend is guarding many bags of worries and fears that exist from your lower self. These fears and worries are what you have been carrying for a long, long time. Walk toward your friend and show him some love. You are grateful to the spirit that he is there for you. Bags are everywhere, and you have to carry them with you spiritually, just as you have done all your life. Notice these bags are so heavy they almost buckle you, but you have to carry them. It's not about strength, it's about your inner chains and bondage that you have created and kept you prisoner for many years. You are beginning your journey and you realize that you have done to yourself. Those bags you are carrying are so heavy and your heart has been so full of sadness, but you can't get rid of them yet. Your spirit friend cannot help you either, and can only comfort you as you walk along your path of despair that you have created. You are tired, your bags are heavy, your body cries for rest and peace, and you nearly collapse under the weight. But your spirit friend urges you on. Not long now, all things will get easier, but you are starting to climb the path higher and higher, and your burden is heavy. Your spirit friend cannot allow you to drop your baggage, for you must see it through and carry them farther up the mountain path. Don't worry, it won't be long now, your friend tells you. Just when you feel there is no end in sight, you notice that the path begins to wind along a single track on the edge of the mountain. Something is different. As you look over, you realize that you have come so far and have gone so high. But as you look over the side, you notice there is no bottom. There is no ground. There is only a vast nothing. You turn to look at your spirit animal companion and note that he has gone, yet in its place stands an older man. He is wise and has beautiful long white hair and beard. He smiles and introduces himself to you. He is a spirit person who has come to show you that you have the power to change. He asks you to drop your bags and separate them into a line. As you do this, notice that they are marked with words. One bag is marked fears. One is marked worries. One anger. One sorrow. One suffering. And the last one, abuse. Your spirit guide asks you to throw each individual bag over the edge and let them go so you may be renewed. He asks you to think of each one. He asks you to show it love and say a blessing, telling each one that you have no use for these emotions and negativity in your life on the earth plane. Picking up the bag of fear, you begin to visualize all the fears that have existed in your life and that stop you from progressing along your spiritual path. You note how heavy it has been, your fear of taking leaps of faith, your fear of what others think, and all your fears of failure in this bag. Now you are given the command to throw it over the side, while blessing it for serving its purpose. How much lighter you feel inside excites you, and the bag has gone over and fallen out of sight. But wait. When it drops out of sight, you can see the beautiful white doves have started to fly from where your bag has fallen, and they fly off peacefully in the distance. Smiling, you take a second bag of worries. As you told it, you begin to see all those thought forms and visions of your worries. The worry that you are not good enough, or the worry that you do not have enough, the worry of how others perceive you, and the worries that you will fail at anything you do. And again, you throw this bag over the side, and as it disappears from sight, you see that more doves have been released and again fly off peacefully in the distance. Now you feel happier and know that you are lighter in spirit. Your body rises slightly from the ground and you are almost floating, yet inside, yourself still has a little way to go. Knowing what to do next, you take a third bag marked anger. And you see how your anger has affected others and how you have wasted so much energy being consumed by your emotional anger, knowing that you had a simple choice not to get angry. And you feel that you do not need this anymore, for it's an energy that consumes and destroys. Once more you throw the bag over and become free and happier. You have risen so much now that you are not limited to physical form. You are floating in midair. Taking 2 bags, one in each hand, of sorrow and suffering, you awaken to the negativity that has surrounded you. And you see your actions, speech, and thoughts may have caused suffering to others, and as a consequence, cause much sorrow in the hearts of others. You also see how much suffering at the hands of others, and offered a blessing that your prayers may open their hearts. Throwing both bags over the side, they immediately morph into millions of flower petals, and they fall all over. You know that energy has now been transmuted, and you feel light and airy. You are happy and joyful, and know only of one exercise that remains. Your spirit friend now picks up your last bag and hands it to you. He knows this is the most important bag that you need to get rid of. Inside it carries all lifetimes of abuse that you may have suffered and dished out on all levels. No matter what you have gone through, this is the most important bag that you need to discard. He tells you that when this bag of abuse is gone, you will no longer suffer from it. You have to say a prayer of forgiveness and not only forgive those who have hurt you, but also forgive yourself. And this is the hardest thing for you to do. With one last heave, you throw the bag of abuse and let it drop into the nothingness below. Expecting to see the most wonderful crowd of doves flying up and away, your spirit friend smiles. In an instant, you hear the magic cry of an eagle rising up from the nothingness. He flies up and near you and almost bows a majestic wave toward you. The magnificent eagle now flies away in the distance, and you know that all is well. You have achieved so much and are now lighter than ever. As you turn to thank your spirit friend, you notice that he is gone. No one is there, that yet you feel amazingly light and no longer have the burdens of life that you carry with you. It is now time, as a new beginning, to begin your journey back down the mountainside. Beginning to walk slowly, you are immediately joined by a very same eagle that you released. This eagle is the spirit of universal love and flies slowly beside you. You both enjoy the beauty and majesty of universal harmony, and you realize this is the dawning of a new era, the dawning of a new you. Going down the mountainside, you feel rejuvenated, and soon you come to the end of the path. It is now time to say your farewell to your spirit companion and know that you are always loved and protected by universal love. You see the doorway in front of you and you walk toward it. Turn and take one last look at the mountain behind you and see how far you have traveled and what you have achieved. Enter through the door and ensure it is closed behind you. Begin to become aware of your material surroundings and begin to witness your breath once again and find yourself back in your room once more. And this meditation process is now complete. I would also like to add that this is a meditation practice that helps individuals release any harbored negativity. Many individuals have experienced tremendous changes after carrying out the meditation once a week for a few weeks. The meditation was divinely inspired and given in such a way that it achieves many objectives on one guided meditation. This meditation not only helps you to heal from negativity of past life scars, it helps you raise your vibration and develop your spiritual awareness and gifts. Thank you so much for joining me once again. My name is Darren Foster from inthetreeshealing.com, wishing you all the very, very best.